Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Joey Vegas Detect. Thank you again for tuning in. Hey guys, I just wanted to ask you folks a question here. Something has been bothering me. I've been getting a lot of comments from people concerning, my expectations when buying a detector, and especially when I want to talk about Minelab today, right? Because, you guys have known, everybody knows that the 600 and 800 Equinox, the build quality on that machine, I tell you, I'm not happy with it, right? And I think I'm going to just say this and be done with it, because I know I've said it many times, and certain people that like the Minelab stuff, they get mad at me and they chime in. They're just like, man, you're always so negative about the Equinox. Man, you know what? I don't mean to be, but I gotta, man, look, I'm sorry, but I have to call it like it is, man. And if somebody does you wrong, you have a right. You have a right, man, to confront these people that do you wrong, man. And I honestly feel like this Equinox, this ain't the first one. I've bought it twice. The first one did it to me, and I was able to fix it up a little bit, and then the second time, it's just irritating, because the solution for this situation here with the construction of this is that when I buy a detector, man, I expect it to be from coil to cuff. That's where my money's at, from coil to cuff, right? Each one of these machines here, none of these machines, and I put these other machines through more hell than I put through that, because that machine cost me more than any of these other machines here. You know what I mean? I mean, this machine right here, I think I picked this thing up for the X-terra. I picked it up for like $500. You already know the Simplex was a $250 machine, and then the Quest only cost me like $350. And this is not even the 800, but the 800 build quality is no different than the 600 build quality. And I tell you, man, from the coil, right? There's only three parts to a detector, man. The three parts to a detector is going to be the coil, the shaft, and the control box. That's it. Coil, shaft, control box, right? If the coil ears are breaking on you, that's 1/3 of your investment. Trash. If the shaft is wobbling and the cam lots are breaking and the damn cuff breaks on you, that's 2/3 of your investment. Garbage. So the only thing that you're really paying for is what? What's in this control box? So you're telling me that your overall purchase from the cuff, the shaft, the coil, and the control box, if all these things are breaking, and many detectors channels have told you already that the coil is not the coil ears are not strong. You wave this thing around in the beaches, the current in that water, just waving it back and forth can snap those ears. If you're the guys that are out in the UK telling me that they don't mow the lawns, they have pastures that they're operating on, they have to wave this thing back and forth through the grass. The pressure of the grass pushing on the coil snap the ears off. So I mean, dude, that's the problem right there. Look at this. I had to put a plugger. I bought a plugger lock for this right here. Right? The regular cam lock is like this. Does a garbage job. I had to put a bolt through it. And then this one down here, I had to put a plugger lock on it, because the original cam that was on there was garbage and it would just wobble, right? So if those two are garbage, and then dude, the final one here was this thing here, breaking the arm cuffs. The bottom one snapped because it rolled over in my car. It just rolled over in the back seat, and I came back and this was broken. And then the other day I showed you where I just had the upper part that I thought was still good, and I just squeezed on it just to put it in the box, and it snapped in half on me. Right? So what does that leave you with? That leaves you with this box right here, right? So your money's supposed to be this box. Now, Can I tell you that I'm completely ecstatic with the box? I'm gonna tell you this much. The answer is no, because I've seen people take this box and submerge it in water, and then this thing fills up with water. This is supposed to be waterproof, right? But you still got water building up inside the battery area here, where you got to pull the plug out and let the water drain out of that seal down there. So I'm not even confident if I ever want to submerge this in water. Not that I ever do that kind of thing, but what are you paying for, man? And the next thing, let's just not even get into the fact that when this thing gets near EMI, it just goes off and batty, probably worse than any of the other machines that I have. So Man, I don't understand that, man. This is supposed to be, the Equinox is supposed to be one of the flagship detectors of the Minelab brand. Did I ever have any of those problems with this X-terra? Never. Never, never. This is the cuff, of the original cuff of the X-terra. I have never had a problem with this thing here. Dropped it on the ground, it, you know, falls over, rolls down a hill. This is not even waterproof, man, but you know what? I've operated this in the rain. I've never had any problems with this in the rain or sprinklers. I've never busted a coil ear off or anything like that. The shafts work well. Look at this. This thing comes with a double detent, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, there's a detent on that side, and there's a detent on that side, right? A double detent. That's what prevents it from wobbling. You know, I don't understand why they went to single detents on this guy, but this works great. This does not wobble at all. Solid quality. This was the old school. This was the old school Minelab, man. I believe this was before they started shipping their stuff out to Malaysia. The quality on this shaft was proper. So I see many guys comment on me. They're like, "Yeah, Joey, man, just go buy yourself a detected shaft. A detected shaft." I need to do that? I mean, I already invested $700 in this thing. For $700, they can't get this shaft right. I spent $250 for this detector right here, and the shaft is absolutely perfect. $250 for what it was designed to do, for the money that I invested in, for the performance that it gives me, and the design of the shaft from the coil. You're not gonna bust. Look how beefy those ears are, man. You are not gonna bust that ear. Nokta knows how to make quality coils. The shaft is fully collapsible. These locks right here are absolutely the bomb. They work just perfect. I don't get any flex in this shaft. You know what I mean? I don't know how much they cost them to make this shaft. And dude, this is one of the most robust arm cuffs I have ever seen. Made for this right here. People have put like a coin find little things they've made for this that were like, you know, 3D printed. But really, you've seen this rail right here. This rail was designed to actually put an extended battery. This was supposedly designed for the Legend, because the Legend has the exact same shaft, and this is the Simplex. You know, so that's just what I'm getting at, man. You know, why should I have to go and spend another $150 for a detected carbon fiber shaft when you paid all that money for this? And like I said, when I buy when you buy a detector, you buy the coil, the shaft, and the box. And to me, if everything else is breaking, all you got left is the box. And like I said, I am not even sure that this box can even do what it says as far as submerging it in water. I've seen guys from Gigmaster has shown me that he has to use PCV pipes that he has to cut and super glue and do all kinds of weird crap to make his to reinforce his cuff because it breaks. Just weird stuff, man. Stuff that I've never ever seen in my life. None of these other detectors that I've bought for various amounts of money, none of those guys have given me half the trouble that this detector has given me right here. Now guys, that's the last I'm going to say with the Minelab. I don't like the idea of having to buy another shaft for it, but I did. And I bought it from some company in Russia. It's not Telenox, it's something along those lines, but it's one that you can just twist and completely, it's a 3-part, and it breaks it down 1, 2, 3, and it collapses just like all the way down to the same size of what the Nokta does, you know. And yeah, unfortunately I had to go to Russia to get that, and it cost another $130. But why in the hell we gotta pay? Why the hell do we have to pay all the money that we pay for a machine like this, and then turn around and have to go and invest another $130 to $150 for a shaft for this machine, man? It's just irritating. It's unnecessary. And you know, I really feel, what's going on? What is, if this is this? I mean, is this what we have to look forward to for quality from Minelab? If we're going to buy further equipment from them, are we going to have to look at shafts being broken and crap like this all the time, and they're not doing anything about it? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of disheartened me, because hey, I used to think that I was a complete fan of Minelab. You know, I did. I thought they were technology. I thought they were more advanced than any of the other companies. You know, and I really, really love the Minelab stuff. But when it comes down to this Equinox, man, I'm very, very disappointed with the overall build quality of that machine. Performance-wise, I'm still on the fence about it, man. I don't trust the waterproof on it. You know, the EMI instability on it, it makes me have to carry another detector with it in case I go somewhere and the EMI is too strong. I have to go grab something that's a little bit stronger that can fight their way through it. So, man, I don't know, man. I mean, it's in my lineup. I'll keep it in my lineup, but dude, like I said, is this just more of things to come? You guys tell me. Are you guys getting the same kind of situation from your detectors? I mean, are you prone to buying a detector and spending, you know, $3, $5, $7, $1,000 for it, and then your shaft goes to hell right out the gate, and then your only option is to go and buy another shaft for $150, $130? I mean, could you imagine if you were a fisherman and you buy yourself a Daiwa rod, right? You buy the rod and reel. So you go fishing with it and then the rod snaps. So what do? You take the reel off, you throw the rod away, and you go buy yourself a red belly carbon fiber shaft to put on there and put your Daiwa rod on it. You threw the shaft away? Would you do something like that? No. When you buy a fishing rod, you buy the entire thing. You buy the rod and the reel. You know what I mean? And I really feel that that detector over there, man, should have been built better. But what can I do about it? I already spent the money, and I ain't got time to go and send the rod back. As far as I know, they're not going to honor, getting the rod fixed. If you don't like it, whatever. I haven't seen anybody get another rod replacement, so I guess I'm just stuck with that, man. But you know what? That's just been irking me to death, But I'm glad to get it off my chest, guys. You guys let me know, man. Share your thoughts. Those of you guys that have the Minelab products, man, have they broken on you? Does it infuriate you? Because I treat that machine better than I treat any of the other machines. I'm rougher with those other machines, you know what I mean? Because I paid the most amount of coin for the Equinox. So I treat it better, man. I clean it. I try to keep it out of the mud, out of the rain. I mean, I don't like dirt on it at all. When I take it to a volleyball pit, I come home and I pull the skid plate off of it. I clean all the sand out of it. I treat it like a beautiful woman. And it just falls apart. I mean, from the coil to the arm cuff, dude, and it's just disappointing. So you guys tell me tell me, share your thoughts, dude. Tell me, are you guys having any kind of problems, and would you tolerate having to go and buy another shaft if your detector failed the way this thing's been failing for me? Anyways, man, thanks a lot for watching the video again. Joey, man, this is Vegas Detect, and another video. So I'll see you guys in the next upload. You guys be well. Bye.